Sports fans, if you want to improve your jumping ability, check out BoingBird's complete video system. For a limited time, you can access their incredible training videos for only $7, a savings of over $70. You in? Hey sports fans, and welcome to the show that breaks down the Western Conference playoff race, the race for 8th, or will the Thunder make the playoffs? As always, we'll focus on the 3 teams at the bottom of the bracket to see which team will get the dubious distinction of playing a road playoff series against the number 1 team in the West. First up, let's look at the New Orleans Pelicans. Last week, the Pelicans had a light schedule, splitting their 2 games at home. While losing in double overtime to Denver was a killer, and they escaped the Bucks when Anthony Davis got stuck on a screen and Ilyasova got a great look to win the game. Unibrow did some serious work across the board these last 2 games, particularly with the assists and blocks. My goodness. And Tyreke Evans hasn't shot the ball well, but got close to averaging a triple-double. If they can get Ryan Anderson back into the mix, the Pelicans could scare some people. But make no mistake about it, sports fans, this week will decide the Pelicans' fate. Facing the Suns, Warriors, Clippers, and Rockets will surely give us a sense if they are truly a playoff team. The Suns have faded since we last checked in on them, sinking 2.5 games behind the 8th spot, having split their last 10 games. Last week they won 2 out of 3 at home, handling the lowly Knicks and Wolves while losing to the Atlanta Hawks. Eric Bledsoe led a very balanced attack with some impressive numbers, particularly his assists, but hurting with his high turnover rate. Marcus Morris scored well in their last 3 games, while twin brother Markieff continued his solid season. Looking towards this week, we have the exciting showdown tomorrow with the Pelicans, then the Rockets, Mavericks, and Kings. At that point, their schedule will get even harder. So in light of the Dragic and Isaiah trades, it's clear the Suns have set and are eyeing their draft picks this summer. Now let's bring on Russ and the Thunders. This band has been a one-man show pretty much, with their headliner putting up crazy, insane numbers. 30 points, 9.5 rebounds, and 9 assists, 2.5 steals, but with over 5 turnovers and shooting under 44%. Offensively, Enes Kanter has been terrific for them, and he's grabbing boards too, but his pick-and-roll defense killed them versus Dallas, and they have little time to get him up to speed on their schemes. They went 2-2 last week, losing to the Clippers and Mavericks, while sandwiching wins against the Wolves and Bulls in between. Their whole season has been a roller coaster, and the uncertainty of Kevin Durant's return has added to the unpredictability. That said, the news of Ibaka's knee surgery yesterday is the most significant blow to their playoff hopes. Already on the outside looking in, without his interior defense, I think OKC is in serious danger of not making the playoffs. And Thunder fans might have to start accepting this as a real possibility now before their dreams lie in a heap of devastation at their feet on April 15th. Let's look at Arturo Galletti's predictive model to see how all these things are shaking out with advanced analytics. While OKC is still predicted to finish comfortably ahead of the Pelicans for the 8th spot and 46 wins, we need some more data to factor in the loss of Ibaka for the remainder of the season. That said, this model does factor in strength of schedule, and the Pelicans have a very slight edge there. So there you have it, sports fans. This race has narrowed to a 2-team struggle, which will be as compelling as Lightning McQueen trying to get across the finish line with no tires. Stay tuned next week to see where they stand in our next episode of The Race for 8th.